So in this video I'm going to be taking you through the steps and the processes of creating a Windows system image. And we're just going to start by going to the Start menu, the Control panel, and then we're going to find Backup and Restore, and we're going to click on that, and we're going to click on System Image. Now, the system image basically takes a snapshot of your hard drive configuration, your Windows configuration, all the files on your hard drive, and it produces a backed up copy of it in case of catastrophic failure later on, where we can actually recover from the system image. So it gives you an option to save it to a hard disk or a flash drive, or save it to a DVD or to a network location. Now, I don't have any network locations that I can save this to, and a DVD is not normally big enough to take a snapshot of a disk, as DVDs are no more than about 4 gigabytes in file size. This can take up to about 33 gigs in file size. So for the purposes of this, I've created a backup partition on my original hard drive. And it does warn you that you should not be saving this to a physical disk that is on the same drive. But for our purposes, a backed up partition, such as the one I've created here, is perfectly okay. The reason why it warns you not to use a partition on the same hard disk as your operating system is simply because if there's ever a problem with your hard drive, you won't be able to use this backup to retrieve your information and to reinstall Windows through the use of a system image disk. But as that very rarely occurs for most people, this is the option that I'll be using for the purposes of the video. So I'm going to select the hard disk, and I'm going to confirm my backup settings, which is to the backup drive partition that I've created. And it tells you the drives that it will be backing up from, which is the C drive and the System Reserve System drive. And we're going to start our backup. Now this process takes a little while to begin and to actually finish. But once it's completed, we're going to have a method for reconfiguring our entire computer and recovering our entire computer from this system image. And it doesn't take anywhere near the amount of time to recover from a system image that it does from reinstalling Windows from the CD and then reconfiguring all the settings that we've already gone through. So this is a really good method for creating a backup of your computer, just in the event that something were to happen. Okay, so now that our system image has been created, it's asking if you want to create a system repair disk. Now the system repair disk is simply just a recovery tools disk that you can load in the event that your computer's operating system has been inhibited or compromised in some way or corrupted. And really, you don't really need to create this. You can always use your Windows 7 installation disk to start the recovery tool so that you can use your system image. So you can go ahead and create that if you want to, but again, if you already have a Windows 7 disk, you can just use the Windows 7 disk. So I'm not going to create that. And the backup has been completed successfully. So I can close that now. Now, opening File Explorer, we can go over to the partition that I've created here and see that it's created a folder called Windows Image Backup, and it actually doesn't give you permission to access the folder because it's protected. And so now our Windows image has been created and it's on our backup drive. We don't have to worry about anything happening to our operating system, and if something were to happen, we could simply put in the Windows 7 disk and it would start up, and we click the repair tools icon at the bottom left corner of that. I'm going to be including some pictures so that you can see the process of recovering from a state where your computer cannot boot up, and we'll be posting that in this video a little bit later on. Okay, so this has just been a quick how-to guide on how to create a Windows system image. Thanks for watching.